You fly halfway around the world to get to Europe and the UK, so it'd be a shame not to stop over on the way, right? Choosing the right airline is essential to unlocking the right stopover for you. From curing kids' jet lag with fun activities to a dose of R&R on your way home. Here's everything you need to know about airlines and stopovers for your trip.
My name is James. I'm a travel consultant at Flight Centre.
My name's Hal, and I'm from Singapore Airlines.
Well, if you're travelling to Europe, a lot of the airlines that you'd be using would be something like Emirates, or you'd be using a Qantas airfare, maybe a Singapore option or Cathay Pacific. Lufthansa will give you half a dozen different stops to go to before you even get to Europe.
So we've been connecting Australians to the world for 55 years, including right throughout the pandemic. Our connections to Europe are phenomenally good. In Australia, currently, we have 100 weekly flights leaving 7 cities across Australia, heading straight up to Singapore, and then on from Singapore, Changi Airport, the world's most favourite airport, onto Europe, to popular destinations like London, Paris, Amsterdam, and many more.
The difference between a layover and a stopover is a layover you get a couple of hours to sort of explore the airport, really. You don't really get to explore the city as a whole. And a stopover, you get so many opportunities to just go out and expand on your whole holiday.
Taking a stopover in Singapore, breaking your journey, which is a long journey, let's be frank, on the way to Europe, is like having 2 holidays. It's like a holiday inside a holiday.
I definitely recommend Singapore. You know, you get out to the Marina Bay Sands, the Kampong villages, and even Sentosa Island.
The health and safety of our customers is of utmost importance for Singapore Airlines. That's why we've invested heavily in technology to help us to meet our stringent health and safety protocols on board. Measures that have resulted in us being awarded the 5-star Skytrax health and safety rating and the Diamond rating, which is the highest possible, from Apex Health and Safety. On board, all passengers receive complimentary care kits, and prior to every flight, we make sure we go through a stringent disinfecting process to make sure that our flights are clean and safe and ready for all passengers. We've also removed high-touch items on board, like menus and in-flight magazines. But what we have done is upgrade the technology of our ChrisWorld in-flight entertainment system, such that the passenger doesn't even need to touch the screen or the controller. They can do everything through their mobile. All our aircraft are fitted with HEPA filters, which remove 99.9% of all particulate matter and make sure the air is clean and healthy.
If you're flying with Etihad over to Europe, you can stop in Abu Dhabi on the way, do a hot lap on the Formula 1 track, visit the Grand Mosque, and then do a day trip up to Dubai as well. If you're doing a stop in Tokyo, you can go and visit the Tokyo Disneyland. The streets of Akihabara has these cool electronic stores, and then the Ghibli Museum for one of the biggest animation studios in the world. If you're stopping in Hong Kong, you can go sightseeing on the Star Ferry, visit the temple markets at night time, and check out the views from Victoria Peak. And of course there's the Disneyland in Hong Kong as well.
Did I mention that you should be flying on Singapore Airlines if you're flying long haul? Look, no, really the best thing about long haul flying, or the best tip that I have for long haul flying, is that you would arrive early with plenty of time. Make sure the journey is not stressful from the very beginning. So with Singapore Airlines, we've got a whole range of cabin products, from economy class right up to first class. And you can mix and match those. So you could do the short haul up to Singapore in economy class, for example, and then upgrade to premium economy class to fly from Singapore to Europe.
If you're looking at the best value destinations in Europe, I'd probably definitely recommend some of the eastern states, whether that's the Czech Republic, whether that's Slovenia, whether that's Hungary. All of those places would have really good value for you.
Favourite Europe-UK destination would be Paris. The city is incredible. It really is as good as they say in the movies. It's a wonderland. Favorite tip for Paris is that you should take the metro anywhere, get off, and then walk around and just find out where you are, and then do that repeatedly throughout the city. Just jumping on any line, going for a while, and then getting off at the next stop to find out where you've arrived.
Favorite destination in Europe is Český Krumlov. It's about an hour and a half south of Prague, and it's exactly what you expect Europe to look like. It's cobblestone streets, there's just lovely pastry food everywhere, and a cup of coffee is 50 cents. In terms of a budget, I would recommend going $100 a day if you're doing it cheaply, but definitely don't be afraid to budget for $400 a day. It's definitely the way to experience Europe because you get to experience everything that you went there for in the first place.